I'm so tired of the same old people acting like they love me, but their hearts are filled with evil. I know. Saying they might ride or die, but they probably rather die than to stay by my side. Yeah, I know. These things I know. Oh.
Bird Live, y'all periodically keeping y'all connected. Hashtag of these red eyes changing the viewers. I read keeping underage smoking off social media, killing myself for your entertainment. sitting here with friends and family, starting a conversation. Welcome to the Bunlive show, ladies and gentlemen. I highly appreciate people tuning in. Whatever time you tune in, shout outs to you. If you watch at the beginning of the show, I want everybody to throw up the L's real quick for the LMPG. They did a live performance last night on Bookface. It was a pretty good show. I watched a little bit of it. I seen it. I want to give them a shout out. Give a shout out to my Instagram family, Rugs. They also on YouTube too. I want to give a shout out to them. A special shout out to Simple Freshwear. Go check that out. I got to go put that together. That's one thing I am definitely missing on my show is putting out that content of stuff that putting out my sponsor stuff. That's what I'm meant to say. I gotta hurry up and do that. Put out my sponsor stuff. Appreciate people tuning in. Welcome. It's been a hell of a couple of days. I know I ain't go live yesterday because it was football on and I didn't want to go live. I wanted to, but then I got all off into the sports. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just sit back and watch, and then I'm gonna go live Sunday, which is normally I don't go live on Sundays. I normally wait till Monday. But today, since there's not football coming on till later on today, I was like, hell, I just hurry up and do my morning live. I'll just do my morning show early in the morning, and then we'll just pick up from there. We'll go from there. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2024. This is the year of holding people accountable. I really like how this setting of light is finally. I think I actually kind of got a nice little tone for myself, and I'm appreciate it. It can get better, but it is what it is. But this is the year of accountability. A lot of people been holding accountability. I think this is the year where we bring back debates. Debates are another thing that is highly important. I feel like it's highly important. Also, if I put and this is not to everybody that watches my show, this is only to a certain people. If I put my content on your page or something and your page ain't been popping, or I put my content in a group chat, it's a group chat out there specifically that do not be popping. Every time I put my content in there, it sparks a conversation. They don't talk about my content. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't talk about the content, but it always get people to get in there and spark a conversation. And I appreciate that I start that, but if they can just come on over here just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? People on Rumble, people on Facebook, people on YouTube, people on Twitch. If you do find my content, please share it out. I'm not going to be asking too much for real stuff like that, because you know, if I put out good content and you like it, if you feel like this is one of the places that you can sit back and have a cannabisation, talk about weed, talk about anything that go on, I highly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I sit back and I do watch podcasts myself. I really do. And I do understand that some podcasts out there, they don't show they're not very into one-on-one with people, or they're very one-sided. Or you do got people out there that try to be two-sided, but still have their own agenda that they want to push. And I'm not knocking none of that. Everybody is who they are and who they want to be. You feel me? You are who you want to be, and I'm not knocking none of that. What I am knocking is that we sit up here and we try to actually have a good conversation. Or like Vicky Ramaswamy has been saying for the last 3 to 4 months, have a good dialogue. And I think that's the word we need to start using. If we can sit up here and have a good dialogue, have a good conversation. There was a debate 4 or 5 days ago with Alex Jones and this dude named Destiny. Destiny has been blowing up, big person in the politics media world. And so, but they've been having good dialogue. They've been having good conversations back and forth with each other. And I appreciate that. Y'all know it's getting down to caucus season. It's election season. The first election actually starts tomorrow. And the biggest thing...
This is probably a personality defect, but I tend to like people that like me.
They have just tried to bar President Trump from the Colorado ballot using an unconstitutional maneuver that is a bastardization of the 14th Amendment to our U.S. Constitution. The basic principle that we, the people, select our leadership, not the unelected elite class in the back of palace halls. I will withdraw. I pledge to withdraw from the Colorado GOP primary ballot unless and until Trump's name is restored. And I demand that Ron DeSantis and Chris Christie and Nikki Haley do the same thing.
Well, we like Ramaswamy. You know why? Because he likes Trump. I like
Hey,
him.
you notice that? No bullshit. I have been seeing I've been seeing a lot of people do that when they play videos and they play content, other people's content and stuff. They speed it up a little bit. So I guess that's for copyright, so they don't get in trouble by the mainstream media. I have been seeing that. Me personally, I haven't really had time to do that. Like, I guess this one right here, when it gets done.
The FBI's got 35,000 employees. 20,000 of them are back
18 and
office
plus.
bureaucrats. They're going to go home
Hey,
and find out.
I'm always keeping underage smoking.
15,000
Vivi Ramaswamy, bro.
Cops, investigative agents on the front lines, will move them to the U.S. Marshals or to the DEA.
For
both of which have
it's been
far better
campaigning,
at
bro.
fighting
I
child
really.
sex trafficking rings or the fentanyl.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this. Anybody who's not into politics, I know I run a politics channel just like this. I'm on Rumble so we can talk about an open-minded conversation. But anybody that don't like Trump, if you don't like Trump, thumbs up to you. I feel you. I understand. But if you don't like Trump, go check out Vivi Ramaswamy. Check out this man right here. This dude is
the U.S. Department of Education
campaigning.
is shutting it down, not because I'm a
He calling out mainstream. Everything that you feel, everything that we feel in life that we don't like, that we like, you know what? I don't like mainstream media. I don't like the news. I don't like this. Everything that y'all don't like, Vivi Ramaswamy is doing. He has put together a plan. He has put together a plan, an opposition, and all this stuff. I'm sorry if I sounded low, everybody. I'm really sorry if I sounded low. Yeah. But I really appreciate everything that this guy, takes this time out to be doing. Because you, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't understand. When you make millions and millions of dollars, what else do you want? And this has been on a lot of people's podcasts. It's been on a lot of people's conversation. When you make a lot of money, there's really nothing else that you really want. And people are like, well, you're on a power trip. You're on a definitely power trip, and you money hungry. You just looking for stuff to do in life like that. And so I got everything. And like I heard on this other podcast, you've been to all the greatest parties. You've been to all the greatest shows. You made all the money. You done made out with the best men. You done made out with the best women. What else can you look for? Knowing that if you run for presidency, this is what a lot of other people, I don't think, take the time out to look at in a person. That I took the time out to go run for office. I took the time out of my busy schedule for the FBI, the CIA, everybody in the mainstream media, social media that has a platform to look up me. Y'all are going to be all in my business, and that's okay because I don't want to run for president. I could have been a drug addict. I could have been a child abuser, drug addict. I could have been robbing banks. I could have been doing a lot of stuff. But knowing that y'all was going to find out, if I did this stuff, y'all would have found out. Y'all would have known. Y'all would have put me on Front Street. Y'all wouldn't have faded away. Y'all would have been on my grill. Y'all would have held me accountable. I think that's what I should have put it in the title. Holding people accountable, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Sorry. But I think this is where you finna start heading. I think this is where I'm finna start taking the next steps. It's just holding accountable. Now, you're going to say, okay, let's hold Trump accountable. He should be locked up. He did an insurrection January 6th. For some people that know. Do you know a good 14% of America don't even know about January 6th? And probably a little bit more than 13%. I'm just estimating. I'm not sure. There's no way to look this up. But I probably good 36% of America don't give no hex about January 6th. Don't even care. Don't even care. Do you care about the starvation of the homeless people in your community? Do you care about them? Do you look at these homeless people in your community and be like, you know what, I care. I see you guys. I care. I want to make a difference. Do you see trash on your highways and on your streets? And do you want to make a difference? Do you want to make a difference in yourself? I want to live healthier. I want to eat good. I want to live longer. I want my kids to be I want to see my grandkids if possible. If these things that I just mentioned to you, you care about, you think about, then voting somewhat should matter. Who's in office, what they dictate for 4 years should matter. I seen a dude yesterday, because most people that watch my show understand that this is a marijuana group. I seen a dude yesterday mad at the government because he cannot send flowers to his sister. His flower to his sister because his sister's in another state. But he can't mail it because it's against the law. It's against federal government to ship marijuana across states. And he's mad. He's upset. He's pissed off. Because not only that, he got friends too. You got friends, you got family, you got people that you love, people that you care for, that you cannot send marijuana to. It's against the law. You got to have the proper paperwork, right? But yet again, like he said, and like a lot of y'all would agree with him, everybody should be growing marijuana. Everybody should be getting high. Everybody should be getting medicated. Everybody should be able to do what they want to do. Right? So when you say stuff like that, and when you have stuff like that, where's the capitalism? And I know a lot of y'all will probably say, I don't want capitalism and marijuana. So how do you expect people to live and make a profit and survive if they can't sell their weed, if they can't make a profit, make something that's unique and turn it into a gold mine? Because marijuana is with a B, probably still $100 million industry, but I feel like it's $1 billion industry by now. You got Bernie that's putting up dispensaries everywhere. You got dispensaries in damn near every state that is recreational. You have a dispensary out there. Yes, you do. So what's the problem? What is the issue? What is going up to where we can't sit up here and say, like, we can't come together? Now, you came to, no, wait a minute. I know people like, we came together. I had to question a person about her voting tactics because she's like, my vote don't count. And I'm like, if you are watching my show right now and you sit up there and you voted for legalization of marijuana, did your vote count? Yes or no? Did your vote count? Yes or no? I would like to know. Because if you say yes, then why can't you vote for everything? And like you know, and like I know, you're supposed to vote every year. Every year there's something that the fucking government is putting out there that you don't like, that you need to vote against. Or vote for. Or vote for. You never know. You never know. And so what I have come to realize is that, hey, yo, what is it going to take for us to come together to start voting together on other things that matter to us? A lot of y'all, maybe not y'all that watch my show, but a lot of people out there are upset and mad at the Hamas and Israel war. Y'all want that to stop. But if you knew what it took to stop that war, would you? I guaranteed you would. I know you would. I feel like you would. Look, hold on. I feel like you would. I think you would. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shaming nobody. We want a place. We want the government to stay less, but you want marijuana to be federally recognized. I guess that's a nice way to say it. You want it to be federally recognized. My YouTube page is blowing up. What's up, my dude? I got your comments up. But when you want to be federal recognized, hey, ain't y'all tired of y'all been federally recognized? Because every time that you are federally recognized, the government seems to be doing something that you don't appreciate. Every time the government's in your business, they do something you don't appreciate. You be like, I don't like that. Not my people's, right? I don't knock nobody's ideology and what you think. If it's rational, reasonable, understanding, and truly can help everybody. Not a small percentage just to make you look good. Not something just to build your legacy off of and like, hey, when I'm dead and gone, this is what I'm be known as. And the other percentage, 64% of other people that I didn't even affect because I only affected like 13%. Only affected 13%, but I raised gas prices high. I raised marijuana weed high, and y'all cannot tell me that in your states that marijuana is not high, huh? Marijuana is not high in your state. I mean, what are we looking for? What are we wanting?
College football weekend, there were a lot of parties. One of them had Waka Flocka, who's a pretty popular rapper, and he led a Trump 2024 chant at his concert. We have a clip of it here. I'd love to get you to react.
When I yell something, I want y'all to say 2024. When I say the word, say 2024. You ready? Y'all ready? Yeah. Trump!
Finally, black people are beginning to wake up and realize they're being used. I'll give you another example. Joe Biden, when he goes to Howard University, a historically black college, and what does he say? The number one threat to the homeland is, wait for it, white supremacy. Now, if you wanted to play that game, if Donald Trump went to a university and pointed this out and said the number one threat to the homeland is black supremacy, you and I would denounce him as a race hustling demagogue. But Biden does it, it's not a problem. Our side does not fight back hard enough.
College football weekend, there were a lot.
We do not fight back hard enough. And that's what I feel like we don't do. For as us conservatives and us Republicans. Republicans, conservative. See, I like to stay on the conservative side. Conservative. Look. Cannabis conservative. It has a nice ring to it, ladies and gentlemen. I am a cannabis conservative. I like to conserve my weed, smoke, and talk, and value things in life that you should value and you might not value. Things that go on that are definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. Migrant crisis. That's an issue over here. People saying it's not, is already hit. I have said this over and over. Y'all keep letting these people come, bruh. Ain't gonna be no jobs here. And yet again, there's no jobs here. There's a bunch of jobs, but there's no jobs here. Okay. Hey, I guess I get to play my buddy real quick. Hold on, y'all.
Can't even reveal what the
Look. Repeating what someone else said, Nick, sorry, isn't doing journalism. That's what Jimmy Dore does. You've been taught wrong.
The crime of doing journalism and repeating what someone else.
I just wanted to play my boy Nate. Nate, real quick. Who be having that gas? Y'all be smoking with your boy? Y'all got that gas? Y'all be smoking? Y'all see I smoke. I'm coughing and dying. Okay. But get back to what I'm saying. I know I done threw y'all all off. That's why people left. I threw y'all off. I want y'all to marinate in your heads. Or let's try to come to a dialogue session to think, what do we all agree upon that's a problem here in America? Is it really number one racism? As Joe Biden said at a black college. Listen, Joe Biden would say that at a black college, but he won't say that at a white college. Why is that? So you use a fear tactic with black people. Oh, my niggas, white people, scary. It's like we're Indians. White man, scary. Still 2024. But they're everywhere. Just like black people are everywhere. Illegal immigrants are everywhere. I mean, America is super, super diverse. We are listen how you say diverse. And it's almost like you die. You're dead. I diverse. We're diverse. We have everybody here. What seems to be the problem? The problem is, this is my solution. The problem is we can't build a community together and then come to the people and tell them the problems and tell them this is our solution. Look at here. Let all states should at least be medical. I'm just speaking for the potheads, right? I know. I went from racism to potheads. I know y'all like, where in the hell is he going? I gotta try to come from two different spectrums and try to come down together to one so people can see where I be coming from. Every state should be medical. First and foremost, period, point blank. Period, point blank. Now, should everybody grow it in their houses? I don't know. No. I'm going to have to say no. I would have to say no. Because first and foremost, I think about criminals. A lot of people, when they say things and they want to invite everybody to the party, you don't think about criminals. You just thinking about the well-being of you just trying to. It's just like a scientist in a good movie. Come on, dog. The scientist made a project. He was thinking good. He wasn't thinking about it bad. And then a rich motherfucker come along with a briefcase full of money and want to turn his good idea into one of the worst things possible. You see it in every scary movie, every detective movie, every spy movie, every movie like that. Especially in the comic books too. Come on now. So, That's why I be thinking about it to myself. I'm like, okay, we smoke. Everybody smoke, but should everybody grow it? No. Everybody don't need to grow. Not everybody. Because if everybody growing, then that guy that had that problem with shipping weed wouldn't have nobody to ship to. And then you would start a whole nother controversy that it shouldn't even be a controversy. It really shouldn't, but then it's gonna be it. And yes, I'm gonna be a part of it. Who grow the best weed? Then you're gonna have a state talking about, oh man, this state grow the best weed. Shut up. Who cares which state grows the best weed? Can we all grow weed? Can we all make a profit? Can we all sit up here and say, like, yes, I want to make money from this. I think this is where I want to build my business in. If everybody growing weed, how can you do that? If everybody smoked up, smoked out, dabbed up, dabbed out, how can you grow your business? I've been really thinking about that because it's everybody's starting to advocate. Everybody should grow. Okay, cool, all right. You got trafficking of marijuana, illegal marijuana, still happening by the tons now. What type of charges should they get? Should they be hit with misdemeanors? Should they be hit with baby facts? I'm just curious. Somebody let me know. I understand that y'all think about all the high points and the good points and what we should do and how we should take something, but y'all never think about the criminals and how they gonna expose the weakness, expose the kindness, expose the gratitude in you. They gonna run over you because you were just trying to do it the right way and they didn't want to do it the right way. I've been really thinking about that stuff hard lately. Everybody just want to do it the right way compared to those who gonna take your right way and do it their way. Fuck you. I think this type of conversation needs to be had, needs to be discussed, and not just be discussed and be like, okay, everybody's gonna agree. Oh yeah, everybody should be growing weed. Everybody should be getting. Okay, what are you gonna do about the criminals? That's the first thing I'm gonna say. I agree with you to the point of what you're gonna do about the criminals. What you gonna do about the convicts? What you gonna do about those who gonna rob and steal from your crops because they don't want to do it the right way, the legal way? They want to do it their way. Everybody smoking weed, cool. Congratulations, everybody smoking weed. Everybody's getting high. Everybody's doing it. But what are we gonna do about the crime rate everywhere? My bad. What are you going to do about the crime? Understand that I'm not saying that we can stop the violence, because obviously you can't stop the violence, but I'm just saying, what you going to do about the crime rate? How are we going to drop the crime rate? Because everybody's smoking weed. That ain't going to stop people from stealing cars. That ain't going to stop people from hacking into your account and stealing your money. That's not going to stop people from going to an old folks person and trying to scam them. How are we going to stop that? Now, everybody, we with this weed. The weed is okay. We can march a marching band with the weed. We can march a marching band with the weed. Okay. But what are you going to do about the crime rate? What are you going to do about the criminal? What are you going to do about those who are suffering, those who can't speak up for themselves, those in those bad neighborhoods? We're not going to say hoods, bad neighborhoods. A video went viral the other day. Kids outside playing it, and somebody doing a drive-by shoot. They don't care about the law. What about them? What about those that don't care about the law? They should be getting all these. Let me find this video. Let me find it. I hope dude don't be mad, but I gotta play his video that I seen the other day. Paradise Prison. Anybody heard that? And I believe in rehabilitation. You should be able to be rehabilitated. So, let me hope it's not too far out of reach. Let me just go to this dude content because he the one that found it. A prison where they kicking it, having fun, chilling, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Excuse me. I'm looking for it. Please give me a second, y'all. Y'all got to see this. It was, I don't know if it to say it was amazing, but it's out there, it's real, and it's happening. And it's a prison. Okay. I wish they was just in. Okay. I hate they not letting me find it, y'all. I got to show y'all about this prison. I do. To think that we worried about guys out on the streets. And that's what I mean talking about. But what they got locked up in these damn prisons, I'm like, shit, you might as well send them there and don't send them home. That's how they had it presented. I promise you, that's how they had it presented. Found it. No, they just didn't. No. You see how they just played me, y'all? I found it, and they didn't even want. That's all right. I know it's there. I'm gonna go back to it one more time.
I started at Purdue Global because it was really easy to try to balance classes.
I need to bring one more thing to the front of the congregation before we get up out of here. California. They're calling this new prison in the liberal state of California Prisonyland. They're calling it Prisonyland. So I wanted to go over this before I watched it, and I wanted to review it with you guys, and I want to see what you guys think, and then we're going to get out of here for the Friday.
From a distance, it's exactly what you would expect. Big fence, barbed wire, and of course, gun towers, like a prison postcard or something.
So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We're about 10 minutes away from going inside to Valley State Prison, supposedly one of the most progressive prisons in all of the country. The nickname is Prisonyland, although from the outside, it looks
all of this country. I have done research. And there are other countries that have prisons way better than America's society. Way better. 1,000 times better than us. So, I would say this is, I guess, our way of
standard,
heading
but
in that
we'll see what
direction.
the inside looks like. Let's go.
Thank you.
Right inside, not much difference.
This is the deadly high voltage electric fence, apparently. Obviously, don't want to touch this.
But the more you get to know Prisoneyland, which officials say some locals refer to it as, you realize the first barriers coming down aren't actually physical.
And as we were talking, we don't really call them inmates here. Incarcerated individuals. Incarcerated individuals.
And that's where the differences between this prison and others around California just begin. Violence plagues our country's system of incarceration. When people get out, they have extreme difficulties finding a job. And while the data varies state by state, about half end up back in custody within a few years. All of that is why officials say the Golden State is trying to move in a new direction, starting a pilot program at 2 facilities.
Kickball. Hey, he finna break it down, but I just know they was playing kickball. I have never seen men in penitentiary play kickball. Flat out. I just want to put that out there.
With the goal to replicate the results in Scandinavia, where Norway says reforms over the last 2.5 decades have brought down the rate of reoffending with
Norway. You see how far of cross country they going to get data. Like I say, there are other countries that have prisons that are way, way, way better. When I mean better, I'm talking about things that you finna see that's in this prison that are way better. Way better.
within 2 years to only 20%, much lower than here in the U.S. They've also decreased the prison population significantly and have helped people reincorporate into society after they serve their time.
You have a key to your own cell.
Yeah, everybody has their own key.
What? You got a key like that's an apartment?
Before he keep going, before he keep going, ladies and gentlemen, also know that dude was playing music. They was working on cars. Okay. They was playing music. They was working on cars. This is all in the prison.
Okay, all right. Listen, I'm on the fence right now. Let me tell you why I'm on the fence. It's because I don't think that bad behavior should be rewarded.
But then the biggest question and what they're trying to solve is not being rewarded, but how do you rehabilitate somebody? How do you prepare somebody to come out back into society? Come on, y'all. I just went through 30 minutes asking y'all about how we gonna deal with these criminals out here already that's in society. Okay? Hold on. Come with me for a second. I'm asking y'all how to deal with these guys that's already out here in society, in the world that's dealing, that's corrupted, that's doing crime, and they go in the prison cell. Now, how do you rehabilitate? Because not all of them, they're not all getting life. Some of them getting 5, 10 years, 3 years, 8 years, 10 years. How do you prepare them to come out here and get ready? I said re-ready. That's not a word. Get ready to deal with society. How do you prepare that? Is this the right step or wrong step?
That's one side of the argument. That's this half of the argument. The other half of the argument is I don't think that we should continue to have to fund prisoners free stays, meaning that I don't want you to be reoffending and to be re-entering into the prison system, and that's just. He got a point.
You know what? since I use StreamYard, I'm going to let this commercial. It's like taking a commercial break. I do use StreamYard. No bullshit. All right.
Your life for the rest of your life, right? So on one half, you got the numbers that you don't want to argue with because the data is the data. And on the other half, I'm saying, well, why should they be able to get treated better than the people that's outside of prison and they get free hots and a cot? You got a key to your own. So I'm struggling with.
I understand where he's coming from, ladies and gentlemen, and I bet you a lot of people like, yeah, that kind of makes sense because, yet again, I have been woken up to a lot of things that I can admit. There's a lot of things I heard I do not want to pay taxes for. There's a lot of things I do not want to pay taxes for. It's like, that is a bunch of bullshit. I can't lie to myself when I say this. It's getting overwhelming with things that are out here that I don't want to pay taxes for. One, just throwing it out there, flying to the moon. I just don't want to pay taxes for that. That shouldn't come out of taxpayers' money at all. Don't look at us. Don't ask about us. I don't want to pay for that. This, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, not if you are a repeating person and you keep doing this. Like, I know a person who said that during the summertime, they want to be free out in society, but in the wintertime, they ready to be locked up. I have heard that before. Yes, I have. I'm not going to BS nobody and can't say I have not heard that. Yes, I have. Now, people like that, when it comes to taxpayers' money, no, I do not want to pay for. I almost want to say somebody that has life in prison, I almost don't want to pay for it either. Just saying. You really got to sit here and think about, what do you want to pay for? What do you not want to pay for? What is worth the dollar? What is worth $20? What's worth $100? What's worth my taxpayers' money? Everybody, I guarantee, can say this. I'd rather for my streets, my schools, and my hospitals to be fixed in my neighborhoods first. Period, point blank. The things that help me, my mom and pop shops should be invested in more. That should be first. Healthcare should be a little bit more in the budget so doctors can do what they want and people that need things fixed on can be fixed on. Dentist needs to be a little bit affordable and Medicaid. Every 50 states needs to be medical and marijuana and to be able to be treated by a doctor and patient. Simple little things. But we're talking about prison land now, y'all. I had to go back over there to let you know all of this is why I'm bringing this segment out here. This is why I'm talking this. This is why I'm presenting this to you. This is not just for no reason.
With this right now, I'm struggling. I'm being absolutely honest. I'm struggling because I'm trying to understand, how do you get a key to your own cell?
Authorities here say the most important thing they're trying to change at Valley State Prison is how it feels.
This is the central courtyard. Yeah. I feel very peaceful just looking at it. That's really nice.
Jesus Christ.
Am I recording? You're on, man.
Officials told us the only way to truly understand the reforms is by coming and experiencing them.
One of the principles of the California model is normalization, and the idea is we want to make the environment inside our institutions as normal as possible, with the goal of not releasing somebody who's institutionalized, but releasing citizens back to the community who have practiced normal pro-social behavior.
Oh, no, they got the big dog gyms and stuff like that.
What about the argument that somebody might see this and say, well, isn't part of the goal punishment in some way? Why give them all of this nice stuff?
So
they were playing soccer.
Dad, you okay?
This old, tired phone can't be.
People go to court to be punished. That's up to our judges and our juries. And when they come into our institutions, our goal is to basically help them become better citizens.
Braids, glasses.
So with that in mind, we are not in the punishment business. We're in the rehabilitative business.
Oh, hold on. You telling me they got the same devices as me? They got Oculus Quest in there? Oh, come on, man. These dudes got Oculus Quests out there, bro. All right. I'm trying.
Y'all see that he has a problem. So my question to y'all that's watching on my show, because do y'all have a problem? Is this going too far? Is this doing too much? Do these people deserve it? You don't know what they in for. You don't know if they getting out soon. We don't know what they in for. Is this going too far? Is what he about to say valid? Is this going too far? This might be just going too far. Like, he might be saying, like, look, but ain't nobody getting beat up. People can go home and see their family. Does any of that matters? Or am I just too high and tripping? Yeah, I'm just high and tripping.
Trying to be open-minded to this liberal way of thinking that California, this liberal approach that they're taking to rehabilitation. I had to pay for mine. They got their free Oculus Quest. Yo, they playing PlayStation. All right, hold on. Because this just seemed like you ain't got to do no work, but you just having a good time every day.
A big part of that rehabilitation, a wide array of programs where the population learns a variety of coping,
horseback riding, singing, internet access,
and calming skills.
And she is a good horse.
Did you know you
Horseback
were going to
ride?
be grooming horses in prison?
No, to be honest, I thought I'd be stuck in a cell, maybe a few rehabilitation groups, but it helps me, cope with, a lot of stresses I deal with, day to day here in prison.
The hope is that creating a more positive environment makes the
They got equestrian. They got okay. All right. They got equestrian. Horseback ride. They going on dates. They taking their girlfriend horseback riding. Okay. All right. So Oculus Quest, indoor basketball, keys to their own apartments. Shit. Well, let's just go ahead and go to prison while we at it. Instruments. They learning new skills. They got time. I'm out here grinding 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they in there learning equestrian with new horses. Who's funding this?
Appear more willing to rehabilitate. Of the total incarcerated population of 3,000 here, the prison says 2,400 are enrolled in training or education programs, including high school and college.
This day is the first day of the rest of our lives. We can start our day at any time.
When you came in and you saw what this was, what was your impression?
I thought I was going to come to prison and get worse, but coming to prison actually saved my life.
Wow. Say that again.
Coming to prison saved my life.
Since they started running these programs in 2017, Valley State Prison says it's reduced violence compared to other peer facilities.
That right there is what you want to see. Reduce violence in the penitentiary. People able to go home So this may not be a bad idea.
According
because
to reports
they
from the
play
California Department of
PlayStation.
Corrections and Rehabilitation, prisons across the state have seen between 15 and 32 homicides total each year between 2017 and 2021. At Valley State, 0. And only 1 recorded assault or battery against staff versus the hundreds at other facilities.
Get in the middle, you guys are gonna circle me.
One of the most successful programs is dog training. Inmates working with puppies to become service dogs, eventually sent to help people across the country.
You know, for a long time, we were releasing citizens back into the community that had not improved their thought process. They had not rehabilitated from their behavior, and they go out and reoffend. And so when you start to introduce rehabilitative programs, when you start to introduce...
You cannot say he doesn't have a point, bro. You cannot say that he do not have a point if crime rates go down. Now, if we can go around and follow some of these gentlemen, and I hope there are ladies there too, but follow some of these gentlemen around after they get out and see what they come upon themselves and how easy it was for them to get a job and for them to adapt back to society, which it shouldn't be too hard because they got everything that society has out here.
Hope into this community, you really are transforming their thought process.
We followed a few of the dog trainers back to their cells. The doors locked from the outside, but they look a little more like something else.
Feels like a dorm.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Did you expect that when you came in?
No.
So right now we are walking your dog past the pool table back to your spot.
All right, okay. Let me tell you why this is a problem for me. Honestly, let me tell you why this is a problem for me. I understand taking a new innovative approach, and I'm checking out the chat, and I feel y'all. I feel y'all. I get it. But at what point do we not have a limit?
For most businesses, hiring can take a long time. Not for Susan, though. She uses ZipRecruiter.
Understand that they keeping you a lot more busy or whatever, but a pool table? A pool table. A pool table. Come on, man. Listen, we got to have balance, y'all. Okay, new innovative approach. Ain't nobody beating each other up. That's because y'all able to shoot pool.
Okay.
Why would they want to come home? I wouldn't want to come home. Listen, if I got to come home to be able to come out here and fight inflation and carjacks in Chicago and all of you got to go back home to Chicago versus going back to prison and play. You can do, listen, Mondays we can do karaoke, play instruments. Tuesdays we going to ride equestrian. Wednesdays we going to go and play with the dogs and do some dog training. Thursdays is playing pool night. Fridays, video game night. And you know what? For those of y'all that don't want to play PS5, we got the Quest VR Pro over there. Jesus Christ.
In prison. That's pretty wild. So is this like the dog wing? It almost feels like to a lot of people that might watch this.
Niggas got computers.
They're too easy on it.
Yes.
Laptops.
Lockers.
I would say no, because a lot of us
Internet.
worked our ways down. Sure. So I came from a higher
Keys
level,
hanging
and
up.
it took me 7 years to come down to this.
People that are gonna see this and say, should in prison be a
Good
punishment?
hair.
In some way. It should be
Working on
reformation too, but it
cars.
should also be,
Driving.
it should suck, right?
Yeah, so-
This doesn't suck.
It does suck.
It does suck. Okay, tell me why.
It does suck, right? I don't get to hug my family.
Right.
Would you rather want somebody coming out and getting reformed, or somebody coming in and getting out the same way they came in, or worse?
Steve Patterson, after taking us to Disneyland, is joining us now. We are so grateful to you for bringing.
Do you want somebody coming out worse or different? That's a good question. But my thoughts, just real fast before we go off of this topic. If you're going to make prison look like that around, they better have long ass sentences. I don't want somebody getting 5 years and coming back and doing another 5 years. Every 5 years they can get locked up because they know where prison is. Or getting locked up doing a year, getting out, knowing what prison is like, man, I go back. Won't nobody be scared to do a crime out here in these streets, knowing that prison is a Disneyland. That's what he's saying. And that's where you will have the problem. And that's where I'm like, okay, you got a problem. Because motherfuckers out here is not going to be scared to do. They're going to be more tempted to do a crime and try to get sent to prisons that look like that than prisons that don't. So they're not scared to do no crime. That makes sense. That makes sense. We need to really start being careful of what they try to put out here in front of us and what we go by and what's going on. Now, that's why I made this thing, y'all, because y'all didn't know that. And I understand that y'all were saying like, yeah, it's cool. All right. But when these crimes happen to you and these people getting away, and I know people, you watch my show, a crime has happened around you and a person has got away. Now, if they know their prisons look like this, they don't care if they get caught for real, for real. People are really not going to care about getting caught. That's not suffer. That's I feel it when he say, man, you can't, like, I understand if you're gonna have a pool table, don't have the Oculus. Man, don't have a PlayStation. And if you're gonna have the PlayStation, well, then don't have the pool table. Don't have all damn 3 plus the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, they got a lot of stuff to do, and I understand, like they said, rehabilitate. And you probably got to earn that stuff, hopefully. Because that's how he looking at it. He like, man, do they just give you that stuff as soon as you get up in there? Hey, here's your laptop. Here's your PlayStation. Here's this. Here's this. You just sign up. Hell yeah. I'll be signing up all day too. And knowing that it's coming out of taxpayers' money. Knowing that. That's where another thing people is going to have a problem. Knowing that it's coming out of taxpayers' money.
Bringing us that inside look with that rare access team. So here's a question, right? And some of those numbers, pretty noteworthy that you talked about as it relates to this particular facility. What about if one of the goals is to prevent reoffenders from coming back into the prison system? Is that actually working? Is it helping some of these incarcerated individuals, as they call them, lead more productive lives after they get out?
You know, I think it's important to say all of this is still too early in the program's life.
Okay.
We're still in the proof of concept territory, right? This is a pilot program at 2 of the state's more than 30 prisons. What does it look like when you scale that up? We just don't know yet. What I can say, though, is that the early data is really promising. The stories that we've heard both in the inside and the outside speak volumes. And it's so important because we were able to get that access. So there's so much more reporting that we've done on this from the women's prison across the street.
This is what this man down here that you see up under the host, Gavin Newton, I think is his name. That's what he's going to run on when he run for presidency. I promise you. Look what I did to the prisons. I changed prisons. I accept everybody for who they, oh my God. She's going to be a cold piece of work in 4 more years if he try to run. And that's what everybody keeps saying. And talking about it. So when people are saying that and we're hearing it now, you're hearing somebody, y'all, I'm local, I'm low mainstream, I don't even have a big audience, and I'm telling you that this guy right here is going to be running off of stuff, these videos that we're making out now for president in 4 years for the Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party ain't going to have nobody. They ain't going to have nobody to run. Wow.
To some of the vocations training that they're doing, to a guy who was released from behind bars after more than 10 years. All of that, including some more of the data, I can't wait to share it.
All right. I mean, I'm open. I'm absolutely open, but I didn't know they had pool tables and they had indoor YMCAs. They was up there doing the Harlem Globetrotters. They had the ball spinning in the air. They call it Prisneyland. Well, this is where your tax dollars is going.
He do have a point right there. That is where their taxpayer dollars is going. That is for sure. That is for sure. But when you, like I said, if you're going to have prisons looking like that, people better be able to get hit with some term and some sentences and be able to have to sit down. I better see 15 or better. And I guarantee crime will go down. If prison's gonna look like Disneyland, 2 thumbs up. Okay? 2 thumbs up. But every real true ass real crimes, y'all, where people get sent to the pen. I know murder, it better be 25 years or better if he going to Disneyland. Cause you finna rehabilitate. I don't want you to rehabilitate him, somebody that committed murder in 5 years, and say, "Come on home." He can be like, "Man, I could commit another murder." You know what prison is looking like? You know, a child molester touch on a little kid, go to Disneyland, get off in 2-3 years, come home, think he not scared to do it again. Knowing what Prisonland look like. That's the part where I have a problem. That's the part where I'm like, yo, wait a minute. And he's gonna run off of that. He's gonna take that one prison. Yeah, he gonna have the next 4 years. Nobody's gonna know nothing about it. I'm gonna try to do my research on it and find some more improvements, if it's really working or not, or what's the schemes or what's the scams behind it. If there anybody doing more research on this, I'm not gonna go to that prison and check it out. Hell no. Okay, but I will, if there are any more data that comes up, I will be posting it and putting up on it for real, for real. This is absolutely bonkers, bananas, crazy to me. Now, to you, if you think this is okay, this is 2 thumbs up and you rocking, then I get it. I understand, and I'm for it. But that's I don't know, y'all. I hope it works. But understand, if it works, then that Democratic guy is getting in office. We're going to have another Democratic president after this election right here. Definitely in office. So if Joe Biden runs, we're going to have Democrats in office for, a good 8 years in a row. No, 12. Be like 12. But hey, don't take it my word of it. Y'all seen it for yourselves, actually showed it. I'm glad that now a little bit that the lie, well, not these lies. I can't wait till I get things back working and we get this stuff back bobbing. What's going on here?
Because the speakers are not working. I see 3 people. There are 3 aldermen in the annex. Instruct the sergeant at arms to bring them in.
I'm going to decline that motion. Alderman Beal, do you have a motion?
Well, Madam President, I do have a motion. However, my motion is going to be prolonged because I do have a few things to say while we go and grab the people in the back in order to have a quorum. And so, Madam President, this is a very, very important issue that the people of Chicago are looking to have answers. Yes, Madam President.
Alderman Beal, I believe that your options are to either make a motion to recess or to adjourn. Excuse me.
Well, Madam
Yes.
President, knowing that you are giving me a couple of options, and the Sergeant at Arms is gathering the people in the back that are playing hide and go seek when it comes to the people's business, I'll make a motion that we recess until 9:45 Tuesday morning.
Alderman Beal, might I just suggest perhaps we motion to recess for a time we're not in council?
Well, we don't have council until 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We have council at 10 o'clock Tuesday morning, so I think 9:45 is sufficient time to pass one particular ordinance out of this body as a whole in order to get to the 10 o'clock meeting.
Madam Clerk, can you please take a roll on the matter to recess till Tuesday morning at 9:45?
Oh, there's Alderman Mitz. We have 26, Madam President. Coleman? Was Coleman on the roll?
Yeah, she's right here.
We have Coleman and Mitz here. We have 27.
Madam
We have
Clerk,
quorum.
I believe we just need to take the roll to ensure we have quorum.
Excuse me. So we are taking quorum roll call one more time. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Just give us 1 second to upload it.
This is why I'm glad I'm not in Chicago, because y'all can't even do y'all jobs to even take care of business, and people this is why people look down upon the government. This is why people look down upon the government, stuff like this. This is why I'm playing this. I wanted to show y'all because this is why you're upset, and I get it. I understand. Stop voting for people like that. If you can sit up here and figure out who your favorite celebrity is and stuff about what's going on, find out what your congressman, what your DA, what your people in your cities are doing. Please. Now, I'm in a state where, yes, it is the people versus the lobbyists. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You really shouldn't move out here unless you really into hustling or into making money. You into property, real estate, and something like that, some form of business like that. That's just what Vegas is for. Other than that, more likely you will get swallowed up as a whole if you don't, you know what I'm saying, uniquely do something about yourself. But this right here, where y'all can't even come together. Y'all can't even come together. Y'all having all this. All of this. Look, all of this.
The chair recognizes Alderman Sposato.
I'm sorry I have to go there, but I just have one question. I legitimately don't know the answer to this, and I need a lot of answer to this. We already took a roll call. We already took a... All right, just go on.
So, Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Did I just cut him off? Where's the oh.
Okay, I got it.
Then you cut everybody's mic.
Madam Clerk.
Alderman LaSpada, not present in...
Madam Clerk, we are recessing till Tuesday at 9:45 a.m.
No. You got everybody. See, this is why you don't. This is why government and we mad. And this is state. This is not even federal. This is state. These people that you see, and this is Chicago. Chicago has been made the laughing stock of learning about state government and what who you should not vote for and what type of people you should not vote for. But if you got everybody up here in this room to do what you need to do to handle y'all business, handle the business. Don't be BSing around. Handle the business. Quit playing.
Do we have quorum? Do we have quorum? Okay. Madam Clerk, pardon me. I apologize. I'm a little new.
Like how she said that. Admitting your mistake. Shh, I'm new. But these people in the back, y'all just citizens. Y'all are yelling so much loud to make things harder for these people who you elected to do their jobs. You're making it hard. You're making it real hard.
Folks in the back, just have a little grace with me. I'm a little new today. I apologize, Alderman Beal. Madam Clerk, please take the roll for quorum. I apologize.
Okay. Alderman Laspada. Alderman Laspada not present in chambers. Alderman Hopkins.
Present.
Alderman Hopkins is present. Alderwoman Dowell not present in chambers. Alderperson Robinson not present in chambers. Alderman Yancey. Alderman Yancey is present. Alderman Hall not present in chambers. Alderman Mitchell. Alderman Mitchell is present. Alderwoman Harris not present in chambers. Alderman Beal.
Yep.
Alderman Beal is present. Alderman Chico.
Present.
Alderman Chico is present. Alderwoman Lee. Present. Alderwoman Lee is present. Alderwoman Ramirez, not present in chambers. Alderman Quinn. Here. Alderman Quinn is present. Alderwoman Gutierrez, not present in chambers. Alderman Lopez. Present. Alderman Lopez is present. Alderwoman Coleman. Coleman is present. Alderwoman Coleman is present. Alderman Moore.
Present.
Alderman Moore is present. Alderman Curtis.
Present.
Alderman Curtis is present. Alderman O'Shea.
Here.
Alderman O'Shea is present. Alderwoman Taylor, not present in chambers. Alderman Mosley.
Present.
Alderman Mosley is not present. Is present, I'm sorry. Alderman Mosley is present. Alderman Rodriguez, not present. Alderman Tabarez. Here. Alderman Tabarez is present. Alderwoman Scott. Present. Alderwoman Scott is present. Alderman Sigcho Lopez, not present. Alderperson Fuentes, not present. Alderman Burnett, not present. Alderman Irvin.
Present.
Alderman Irvin is present. Alderman Taliaferro.
Present.
Alderman Taliaferro is present. Alderwoman Cruz, not present. Alderman Cardona.
Present.
Alderman Cardona is present. Alderman Wagasback.
Present.
Alderman Wagasback is present. Alderperson Rodriguez Sanchez, not present. Alderman Conway, not present. Alderman Ramirez Rosa. Alderman Ramirez Rosa not present. Alderman Villegas. Alderman Villegas is present. Alderwoman Mitz. Alderwoman Mitz is present. Alderman Spizzato.
Nick Spizzato here.
Alderman Spizzato is present. Alderman Vasquez, not present. Alderman Napolitano.
Proud to be present here with my colleagues.
Alderman Napolitano is present. Alderman Riley.
Still here.
Alderman Riley is present. Alderman Knutson, not present. Alderman Lawson, not present. Alderman Gardner.
Present.
Alderman Gardner is present. Alderwoman Clay, not present. Alderman Martin, not present. Alderperson Lanai Hoppenworth, not present. Alderwoman Haddon, not present. Alderwoman Silverstein, not present. President Pro Temp Nugent. I know.
Present.
President Pro Temp Nugent is present.
Present.
Okay. Voting is now closed.
I like how she said in the background, you better do the right thing, that's it. I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
Is this the problem we have in Chicago? Do the right thing.
Okay. So there are 26 members present. We have a quorum.
I'm not playing the whole thing, everybody. I just want to show y'all the mess that we vote for people that actually deal with our taxpayer money. That's all. That was just a good example. While we up here worried about other people, we should worry about these niggas on a local level. I got the munchies. Yeah. I think I'm gonna save a show for a little bit later on. I'm gonna go a little bit later. That's about 20 minutes. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out, doing all that stuff. Until next time, peace.